was even on my bed chilling, pressing my phone, all those kind of things. Then the pain started. Yes, mommy, I'm telling them the story of how you were born. So hi guys, today's video I just basically want to talk about today's video is just going to be about so far, how has the journey been, you know, how good or how has it been so far basically. Okay, so this video, I got married August. I got married August 2019. So that was August 24th, 2019. Yeah, I got married, and initially I was in that team of, oh, I want to wait a year before getting pregnant or before having children. That was just basically what I wanted initially. Then going to that, the journey to motherhood, it was beautiful. Then the baby happened. When the baby happened, it happened in such an unexpected way, like at such an unexpected time. It happened when I was just like, well, whatever, I'm not bothered. Whenever it comes, it comes. It happened at that time. I was like, oh God, this is so beautiful. This is the best gift. Then throughout the pregnancy period, it was amazing. God was just like, God just answered my prayer in all entirety and blessed me. And now my baby is 6 months. My baby is 5 months, going to 6 months. Sorry. So it happened, and I was just like, God, you are wonderful. Then on the day, okay, it was I think I went into labor on my bench, like at the expected date of delivery was when I went into labor. And it happened that, okay, I went for the last what is it called again, antenatal. I went for the last ANC, and the doctor was like, if you come here next week, then we have to give you bed, we have to induce you, all those kind of stuff. I'm like, well, I'm not bothered. Like, I just had so much faith during my pregnancy period. I was just like, the bigger man is in control. Like, the big man up there is in control. So, you know, like this kind of thing that when you leave a work for someone you trust, and you trust that the person will do it, so you don't really bother about whether he's going to do it or not. You just know he's going to do the job. That was just me during the pregnancy period. That was just me. I just knew that God was like, I'm not bothered. If God says that, then whatever he says, I'm going with. So the pregnancy happened. No. So on the delivery day, in fact, on that day that was supposed to, that day, the doctor was like, the doctor was advising me, it's good you should try to exercise. I was actually reading online to watch, okay, natural ways that you can induce labor, and I just didn't want to. I was scared of doing that. I saw like nipple stimulation, dancing, all those kind of things, exercise that can help you like go into labor. So I was just like, what if I go into labor and it's not supposed to happen, and then you have prolonged labor? So I just didn't want to do that. But on the day before my expected day of delivery, no, on that day exactly, on that day, the night, my husband and my mom, because my mom came 3 days before I put to bed, so my mom was like, would you go and exercise? I was like, you people should just leave me alone. I want to lie down and rest. Like, that period, that time when you're almost approaching your delivery date, you're like, you guys, I don't want disturbance, just leave me, I want to just rest. So they dragged me and I went to exercise. I finished exercising. I was really feeling like, okay. My mom was like, if you want for your breast milk to like start flowing before, you have to prepare your breast, all those kind of things that our mothers tell us. So I just like, okay, no problem. I just like got the Vaseline, because you have to get either Vaseline or oil, anyone. So I got Vaseline, applied on my hand. I was now like stimulating the nipples to like, so that the baby can latch properly on it. So I was doing that after the exercise, because I hadn't bathed yet. Like once I done the after I finished the exercise, I was still resting. I was like, okay, let me just do the stimulation, then go and shower. So I was doing the stimulation. I was like feeling like this kind of discomfort around my abdomen. I was like, what's this feeling? Like, I don't understand. What's this feeling? I don't understand this feeling. And then I was now scared, like, what if the baby's about to come? I'm not ready yet. Like, have I done this? Have I done that? No, I'm not ready yet. So I stopped doing the stimulation. By then I was already having that feeling, that but it wasn't pain, but it was just some form of discomfort around my abdomen. So I was just like, okay, let me just go to the restroom and go and pee. You know, I was just getting to the restroom, the water just like, I just felt the water drip down. And before then, I was asking my husband, happy, please, how will you know if your water broke? How will you know? She just told me, don't worry, when that time comes, you'll know. It happened on a Tuesday. Yeah, it happened on a Tuesday around past 10:30 ish, around that kind of time. So that was at night. So I was just like, baby, like the water broke, or mommy, the water has broken. No, I was now crying, like, so, but I wasn't really crying. I was just like, am I ready? I don't know how it's going to be. I don't even know why I'm like. So I just like, God, though, what is this going to be? How is it going to be like? So we all packed our bags. By then, and the bags was ready. I just packed my bag, carried everything, and we rushed to the hospital. But then I wasn't really feeling severe pain yet at that time. The pain was just like, because I always have a serious cramp. I always have serious painful menstruation. So I was just like, but this is just relatable. This pain is something that I can understand. This pain is not this kind of unbearable pain yet. So I was still walking about. I was still like, just happen, like it comes and it goes, all those kind of stuff. So getting back to it, we got to the hospital. I could still walk. I could still like, I was just trying. You can see me walking like a penguin. So getting to the hospital, maybe it's the nurse or all those hospital attendants. The woman just said, are you a primary? Are you a first time mom? You have to prepare your mind though. You're going to have this the labor is going to take like, it could take 22 hours. I was just like, go for it. This man, are you alright? How can you just see someone, it's able to just get things done, what you're supposed to do, and you're telling this person, I was just like, go for it. Me, it's not me and you. I have a big man. So whatever he says, like, I know that he's in control. I know that he has gone for it. He has gone forward to just clear the path. So I was just like, please, keep your vibes. I'm not ready for this type of vibes. Then we got to the hospital. Then they now took me to where they were supposed to take me. They checked all those kind of, to check how many centimeters dilated yet, all those kind of things. Then they asked me, do you want a epidural? I was like, no, I'm not sure I want it yet, but maybe when I want it, then I would request for it. But then they checked all those, checking if you are, those parts are like, I don't want to remember about those parts. So they gave me bed, and then I went to I was now in the labor room, yeah. And that day I was just the only woman that came in for that day throughout that night. My daughter is awake. She has just woken up from sleep. So that day, they gave me bed at the labor room. The woman just said, that if your labor doesn't, if it doesn't progress, or all those kind of English, that they will have to kind of give me some, you see, they will have to induce me if it doesn't proceed. So I'm just like, okay, I was even on my bed chilling, pressing my phone, all those kind of things. Then the pain started. Yes, mommy, I'm telling them the story of how you were born. Then the pain started. I was like, what? Can I get the epidural now? And they told me, no, the time has passed. And the way my own pain was coming, it was just like back to back. I was just like, why can't this pain allow me to like rest for like 30 minutes or sleep for like, I was very sleepy. Like, why can't this pain just allow me to like sleep for like 30 minutes or something, so that I can rest before. Like, it was just coming every one minute. I was just like, please, I need the epidural. I can't take this pain. This pain is unbearable. I was not regretting, like, I didn't even want anyone to touch me, like, you know, those kind of, I was just like, and I remember my mother-in-law called me and told me before I went into labor. I think that was maybe a few weeks before I went into labor. She called me. I was like, if you born, that once the labor starts, no, he said there's something I want to tell you. Like, when the labor starts, don't shout. Just be doing that I shouldn't shout. That if you shout for your first time pregnancy, if you shout during labor in your first time pregnancy, that means you shout throughout. So you shouldn't shout. You should just do So those things were in my head. So I wasn't really shouting per se. I was just like I was just like, if you see that I was just speaking all the grammar. I was not like, if I watch the video, like, when did I know how to speak this phonetics like this? That pain was not funny. It was not funny. Then I was now dilating, like, I went 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Like, I was just like, so they gave me a bed around I got to the hospital around to 11. Yeah, I got to the hospital around to 11. So at 5, some minutes to 5, maybe 4:45, that was when I put to bed. So the nurse was really kind. The nurse was really sweet. Like, if every nurse was like that, then that means every woman would just like, let me just go in and just born every like. The nurse was really sweet. She was really encouraging. She was like, okay, now you need to rest, all those kind of. She carried me along all through. So I was not like, this pain is too much. You don't check. I was like, why can't this pain just allow me? I want to rest. Let me this pain just allow me to just rest for a bit. That wasn't the case. Then when I got dilated 10 centimeters, they now told my sister, my husband, my mom that they should go out, and it's time for the deal. Like, it's time. The time has come. So they all went out. I was not even about like, please stop my husband from going. I was just like, let me just be done. I just want to be done. Like, my waist was gone. Then it got to that time. The nurse just told me, now let's work together. The nurse just said, okay, now that what we have to do now is that once the pain comes, you have to close your mouth and push, just like you want to push when you're constipating and you're trying to pass out hard too. Like, you should push, but you should keep your mouth, like, you shouldn't shout like you should shout like you should push like with your mouth closed. Then that was, I think when that happened it was like around 4:30, 4:25, 4:30, because I was looking at the time, 4:25, 4:30. So the nurse was not like, okay, now what we have to do now, see the time now, I want us to be done latest 5, we are out of here. Then I was just like, please, I need water, let me just drink water. So I drank water, and then we went into action. Then it was not time to push. I pushed like 3 times. The nurse now said, okay, what will happen now is that, mommy, let me get your toy. Like, the nurse was like, what will happen now is that I will have to cut you myself, so that the baby doesn't come out and tear your vagina so that the baby doesn't come out and tear you to pieces. So she said she was going to cut me. I didn't even know when the cut happened. That was like the height of pain I was feeling. I didn't even know when it happened. Then I pushed, and then she was very encouraging. She said, okay, now you're doing. I was like, how am I doing? I hope I'm doing. She said, no, you're doing very great. I know there's something about when you're doing something and someone is really encouraging you, like you're doing it, keep pushing. There's really something about there's strength in that. So I just like, okay. She just said 2 more push and you're done. Then I pushed, then the head was out, and then I heard the cry of my angel. Then sorry. Then I heard her, and then it happened. She just came out. I was like, what? And I just like, how did this big human come out from that tiny hole? Sorry. I was just like, how did this big human come out? Like, and then the magic, the amazing thing about it was once she was out, like all those pain, I wasn't feeling any pains after it. That was when I believed what they say, this thing about how do I put it? This thing about once you put to bed the joys of mother, you forget all those pains. I literally forgot all those pains. Like the pains, I was still like, I couldn't remember. Like I forgot it literally, and I was just, in fact, an hour or 2 after delivery, I started walking about. Like I was really walking about. But the nurse was really really sweet. Then the nurse, they were telling me, I lucky you. If you had come here the day before the day before, that the labor room was filled up, so they will not even have your time. But I had all the attention, and I was like, wow, So my people were outside, still getting worried, like, they're not hearing my voice. What is happening? I'm like, but the nurse said I should not shout now. So I was not shouting. I just kept, and the nurse said I should shut my mouth. So I wasn't really shouting. I was doing what the nurse told me to do. So they looked at the video like, that they thought something had happened, that they were peeping to hear my voice and they didn't hear my voice. Like, I was just like, no, God is good. God is good. And so far, the journey has been amazing. Amazing in a beautiful kind of way. You know, the beautiful kind of way, how I put it is like, amazing in a beautiful kind of way, in the sense that, in as much as you can do some of those things I used to do while we're young, but then the beautiful part of it is that you have someone that you kind of, like, you are accountable for, and someone that you are like, you just love, like the love that you can't explain where the love is coming from. You just can't explain where the love is coming from. The journey so far has been like amazing. And during my time, like, and then during that initial time, I was like, I'm not sure I can do this exclusive. But now she's 5 months old, and on the 11th of sorry. And on the 11th of February next month, she's going to be 6 months old. And that means that we are done with our exclusive, and she can eat whatever she wants to eat. But that's where the work starts too. Because, you know, exclusive is difficult, but it's easier because you just like, okay, feed her, just breastfeed her or something. It's just that the only thing is that the only thing now is when she now starts eating. By the time she starts eating, then you have to make her food, prepare what she has to eat. But then the beautiful thing is that you can go out and you can leave her under someone's care, and you don't have to worry about, oh, she's not going to eat, or what she's going to eat, or maybe if you didn't express any breast milk, then you can literally go out. But then I'm so thankful that we are getting stronger and better every day. And mommy, so here, she's my namesake actually. Her name is Michelle. Chidiebube Ojingene. Yay! Clap, 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 clap. You're welcome. I've been showing her here and there, but I haven't officially introduced her to you guys. So her name is Chidiebube Michelle Ojingene. So you want to say hi to my YouTubers? But honestly, motherhood has been, it's been great. It's been good. It has its ups and downs. The ups and downs are there. Maybe the freedom not to do those things you want to do or you were used to doing, but it's better now in like a modified manner. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like when you eat sugar, sugar is sweet. When you eat sugar, it's just sugar, and it's just nice being sugar. But then when you eat something that is now modified, in the sense it could be made out of something, or it could be made into something. It could be made with something. Let's say like a snack, a very lovely snack. Let me use, for example, a lovely snack. Let me use shortbread cookies or something. In as much as, yes, someone who eats sugar is sweet, but then you modify it and other things are now added into it that makes it more sweeter. That is how motherhood journey has been so far for me. It's better. It's like, wow, this life is actually nice. It's actually good. It's just for someone who hasn't really, okay, for example, let me use another example of, let's say, something that we can all relate to. Let's say, let me just describe motherhood in this way. Let's say I love drinking gari with just sugar and water. You know, when you take gari with just sugar, it is also nice if it's something that you just know, and it's just like, oh, this is something that I got used to knowing, this is something that I grew up knowing. It is nice, and it is very, very nice. But then when someone introduces you into, wow, so you can actually make gari with gari, sugar, milk, cold water, a pinch of salt, all those into it, are like, just mix it all up and drink. That feeling you get, like, oh wow, this is actually good. That is how motherhood journey has been for me. You know, when you don't understand it, you're like, what's all this? But once you understand it, once you get a hang of it, I'm telling you, that's how it is. It becomes modified, and it becomes really interesting. It's just like, I wish I had done it sooner. You know that feeling. But anyway, let's not make this video too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll try to be consistent, and I'll try to post up more. Also tell me more. Also tell me yours. You can share your own story. You can share your own story with me, or in the comment section. How has it been for you? Is it something you're looking forward to? Is it something that you're already into? Let me all know about it. Thank you so much if you got up to this point. You guys are the real MVP. We are almost in the journey of getting to 1,000 subscribers. Yes. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Bye bye.